Equipping and enabling believers worldwide to conduct church-based evangelism projects to reach unbelievers and make disciples.
Beginning in 1973, that clear mission statement of International Commission has driven thousands of Christians each year to respond to Jesus' distinct calling to go into all the world and proclaim the gospel. Given the promise of His power and preceded in each country by the prayers of global church partners, IC teams reach out through intentional evangelism, resulting in now over 3 million people hearing and responding to the gospel every year.
IC short-term trips are called international projects, but we're not building homes or doing disaster relief. A project is made up of 3 distinct stages involving prayer, evangelism, and discipleship. For 6 to 9 months before the trip, international churches intentionally pray for specific people they want to see come to Christ, using a resource developed by the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association called Operation Andrew. Then, a team of Americans, and often others from surrounding areas or neighboring nations, partner with those church members for a week to go and share the gospel with those who have been on the prayer list for months. Due to the strategic prayer and evangelism of these individuals, we regularly see hundreds of thousands of people accept Christ every year. The church-to-church partnership model ensures that each new believer is connected to a church in their community for follow-up and long-term discipleship. An international project is more than a one-week mission trip. It's a tried and true model. Once started, it becomes an ongoing lifestyle for many around the world, and it is easily sustained and reproducible for global kingdom advancement.
One unique aspect of our church-based ministry is that the majority of IC's projects don't involve a team from the United States at all. Through hundreds of national-to-national projects every year, IC equips and enables churches around the globe to mobilize their members to share Christ using the same Operation Andrew model. Local leaders are responsible for enlisting and training the participants from their congregations and neighboring countries who will pray for lost people by name for at least 6 months, share the gospel with them during the week of the home visits, follow up with new believers in ongoing discipleship, and multiply this process in neighboring areas. These EndtoEnd projects are a distinct and highly effective tier of our mission. They eliminate cultural and language barriers encountered by international teams. They can be easily multiplied in any context. They allow IC to spread the gospel in places where American teams cannot go, and the average EndtoEnd project costs about the same as sending one American on an international project. Based on annual averages, every dollar invested in EndtoEnd projects represents 2 professions of faith in Jesus Christ.
Key to accomplishing our Great Commission call are the international leaders who serve around the globe alongside our U.S.-based Area Strategy Team, the team who opens doors and coordinates the ministry overseas. They are pastors or local Christian leaders who have joined us to train and mobilize believers in their region to share the gospel and make disciples. Their work involves everything from logistical planning for international projects to organizing and facilitating EndtoEnd projects. It is only their partnership that makes our ministry possible, especially in restricted access countries where merely being a Christian endangers their lives and Americans cannot enter. Because of limited resources locally available, we must financially support these leaders in order to equip and enable them to carry out the ministry in their country. Most are volunteers who rely on IC funds for ministry expenses and supplies. Would you prayerfully consider giving to this area of ministry? Your support of our international leaders will empower IC to spread the gospel to a broader area and in a more effective manner.
The planning and strategy team in IC's global headquarters plays a vital role in the mission and work of International Commission. International project preparation generates a multitude of questions before, during, and after the project. Processing contributions from generous partners and project participants is an everyday task. The hub of International Commission's development and operations team is charged with taking every international and EndtoEnd project from possibility to reality. These team members spend many hours on administrative tasks, but every staff member views what they do as their mission, not just their job. Most people think of mission work and evangelism as being somewhere in a foreign country. Many on the planning and strategy team do stay close to home. But for them, the office work of International Commission is the mission field. From the beginning of each day in a time of prayer and throughout hours of being the hands and feet of equipping and enabling the kingdom work somewhere around the world every day.
We continually celebrate what God does through this treasure we call International Commission. Annually now, over 1 million global Christians are part of this vast prayer, evangelism, and discipleship. From that first project in 1973 until now, the unmistakably clear vision for IC has been to embrace Jesus' command to go and make disciples of every nation. Join us in praying, in giving, in going.